Test. Okay, cool. I do need to make sure this is getting my voice. Cool, I think that's probably better. And I'm gonna do my affirmations really quick here. I have time. I am jumping into the flow of a universal good. I have found my excellence. This I excel. I am enjoying my peace. I understand self-love is my responsibility. I accept self-care. I have what I need. I am glad to circulate growth and positivity. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Meditation with Karlton. So on today's episode, as you can see, we're trying out a new little setup here. Try to make it, interesting and creative and cool for you guys, so we can sit up in peace and, do what we do in the stillness, which is just be. So on today's episode, I want to have a brief discussion about trusting the process. That's actually what the episode and the meditation is going to be about today. And it is a full moon today as well. We know that the moon has been with us for as long as we can remember. I don't think anybody can remember a time the moon has not been there for us and with us, and guiding the flow of creation the way that it has been instructed and made to do. And it's a very powerful entity, being, thing that the moon has as it affects the tide and the waters, and it's an energy there, regardless, because the sun is sending over its light to the moon. That's how the moon is lit up. So just as we have energy that's available during the day, the plants photosynthesize and create energy in this way. Day beings or daylight creatures, ourselves, humans, animals, they function in the daytime because the sun is out. So that sun energy is being sent over to the moon. So when the moon is up there in the sky, there is an energetic availability that is there rather than not when it is there or not. So that's just kind of my simple breakdown of why, because I know sometimes folks might be like, the moon, don't be paying attention to the moon, that's some of that other stuff, like, I'm here to help clear superstition over some things, because there's been too much superstition and too much systematic being allowed. So we had taken up on the superstitious, and we had allowed the systematic to also beat our ass. So that's why I'm also here explaining some of these things, okay? So anyway, excuse my language. Now, it's a great night to be where you want to be when there's a full moon out. Be where you want to be when there's a full moon out. So if you don't want to be angry, don't put yourself in an angry position, because that's going to also be magnified. Now, you might not have noticed, because people, they go out and You know, you have a drink, or you go to the party, you go on a date with a boyfriend or girlfriend, you go here, you go there, but there's all these things going on around us, and we see the moon and we're just like, oh, whatever, moon. How respectful. But anyway, we see the moon and it's like, oh, whatever, right? But a lot of times when you take a moment to remember, oh my God, that was that night that was so crazy. Oh my gosh, that was the night I had that argument. Sometimes you'll notice, or sometimes you may say, oh, there was a great night, we had a perfect night, and then, you know, this is kind of appealing or pointing out to nightlife. What happened during that night? Oh, and I remember wasn't it a full moon? Oh, so check those moments in your life for your own self, if you know, new to hearing that sentiment or knowing if is that true. Anything that people want to know if it's true or not, the best way for you to know is for you to know. You know, the best way for you to be able to say 100% what's true and what's not is for you to have investigated, checked it out, have some kind of self-evidence that such and such thing is real or not, you know, or affects you or not. Because even that in itself is applicable to discernment and knowing. So check that out. Check over your last couple, you know, if you can, memories when the moon was out. I had this kind of night. Well, the last 3 times I can remember the moon being out, full moon, I was caught up in this situation, or I was loving being a part of this situation, you know. And then you can kind of be like, oh, okay, oh yeah, maybe I need to plan what's going on the full moon. I know there's different religions and ideologies that do prayer and meditation, or you know, sit in contemplation, whichever you want to call it, during full moons. There's all kind of religious and spiritual aspects that go into the moon being available in its fullness. So, and it's not all esoteric always, and it's not all something you need to feel superstitious about. You need to research about it, and you need to know what is and what ain't. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out because, yeah. Okay, and let's see. Let's get into the meditation before I had talked way too long about that. And we want to make sure that we are in a well-seated position, that our back is ready to be straight. I've had a little thing I need to work on with my sleeping arrangement and like the way I'm sleeping, so I've been a little bit like tense in my back, and I share that because maybe others are also going through that. So just make sure, you know, or maybe you slept wrong, whatever it is, that you are in whatever position is comfortable for you to really go into peace and stillness. So at this time, getting into sitting down, laying down, lotus position as we get ready to go into meditation. So we'll start with a breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. In. And out. Just allowing our shoulders, back, jaw to be relaxed at this time. As you're taking the pressure off at this time and releasing any pressure on the body. At this time, we are not judging anything. As we are not judging anything, we are also not interacting. So as we may notice or not, anything that feels like an our thought in our minds, we don't judge any thought right now. We don't keep it. We observe if there is any, and then we let that come and go. Observing, non-judgment, non-interaction, stillness. Even within our own environment, there is no such thing as a distraction. Allowing yourself to take a deep breath in through the nose, holding. Now breathe out. This moment allows us to know we don't have to fight. If we are having repetitive thoughts, we don't have to fight. If we're having negative inner talk, we don't have to fight. We can simply be still. Deep breath in through the nose. And out. In. And out. More time in. And out. This is a really powerful, peaceful moment right now, so I want us to continue. Again, we are in complete non-judgment, non-interaction, no such thing as distraction. This is the power of your consciousness. This is the power of your creator-given, God-given consciousness. In conclusion, we'll now go into our 3 instrumental breaths. Into the nose. Out through the mouth. In, feeling the cool air come in through the nostrils. Warm life prana coming out as you breathe out. In, taking a significant breath as you are significant, breathing out. Thank you so much for joining me today on Meditation with Karlton. I definitely felt that. I hope you did too. All right, y'all have a good day.